If you don't know what this figure comes from, then you need to pause this video right now, search for Aaaaah Monsters, watch it, and then come back. This is an Aaaaah Monsters figure from Mattel, 1995, based off the cartoon show of the same name from Nickelodeon. And this was my jam. I loved Aaaaah Monsters. I was a little bit too old to be in the cartoons. I was 12. But on the other hand, I'm 34 years old and I collect toys. So, you know, who's the judge? This is Scarfer. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about Aaaaah Monsters here. This is Oblina. She kind of has she doesn't stand very well. You open her up, she goes, ah, and her tongue comes out. This guy, I forget his name, but you kind of pull him. And he climbs up. He'll actually go straight up. It's pretty cool. You have Aaaaah. There's Aaaaah, Oblina, and Crumb. Crumb was the guy with the eyeballs he held with his hands. He had armpit hair. I don't have him, obviously. This is actually my childhood Aaaaah I've had since I was 12 years old. I liked Aaaaah Monsters. I had an Aaaaah Monsters poster hanging in my room. I'm going to tell you a little story about this Aaaaah figure while I'm opening up the Scarfer. So I had him, and I went to the car wash with my grandma, and, you know, we get out, I wash our car, we get back in, we drive down the road, I look in the, you know, kind of center console, and my Aaaaah figure is gone. So we get back to my grandma's house, and she calls, and lets them know that my Aaaaah figure is missing. And so we go back there, and sure enough, one of the guys at the car wash stole this out of the center console. And it was one of those things where we get in, and I'm looking around like, did I drop it? Is it in between the seats? Did it fall in the car? Whatever. But somebody actually stole this at the car wash in 1995. And I got it back. So here it is. So this is kind of a cherished item of mine. It's been through a lot. Oblina I acquired later in life. And this guy I actually just got about a week or two ago from my friend Kyle Cooper. It was a very generous gesture of his. It gets kind of tangled up, but it's pretty cool. But you should watch the show. It used to be on Netflix. I don't know if it is anymore. You know, they take things off. So this is Scarfer. It says the spoon makes his mouth open, recycles his meals, bugs and spoon included. So it's kind of neat. It's got a little plastic, I don't know, piece on there. So he's got a spoon. He's got a bowl with some bugs. There we go. So yeah, he's got this bowl with some bugs. So this guy's been in a cell. He's been imprisoned for 22 years. And I freed him right now before your eyes. I got this on eBay for $10. It's a little bit more than I normally spend, but you don't see these. I've not seen any of these in the wild except for this. I found that in the wild. They made like plush. They made, I don't know, they made other stuff too, which is pretty cool. So here he is. It doesn't look like his arms move, which is kind of disappointing. Yeah, his arms don't move. His legs don't move. Yeah, not much articulation. It's supposed to be more of like a fun thing. So, So I guess you just kind of scoop the bugs into his mouth. There's the whole line there, the grumble. That was their teacher. So the idea is they're in school. So so yeah, I guess you just kind of scoop a bug and you go in there like that. You scoop another one. And yeah, that's it. So what's it say? The Monster Academy Scare Manual. Worms, slugs, and bugs. Scarfer is the gourmet of the group. He'll eat anything, even if he knows where it's been. To see what I mean, bring a spoonful of bugs near his mouth, dump bugs inside. When he opens wide, turn the leg to recycle bugs. Hold on. I don't think I'm doing this right. So that... Oh, he poops them. Oh, wow. This just got even better. See, sometimes I'll kind of like... You know, obviously I'll kind of read up on it, but this... Oh man, he poops the bugs. That's pretty gross, and I really like that. So, I'm glad I read that here live, rather than, I guess it's not live, but you know what I mean, on camera, rather than later. Because sometimes there's been a couple times where I haven't actually figured the thing out. There was I think a Terminator figure, and there's something else where there was a feature and I didn't really read the instructions, and then later I was like, oh man, I wish I would have done that. So yeah, so that I get it now. So he recycles, so he poops it out and then he eats it, kind of like my dog. My dog eats poop. She doesn't eat her own poop. She'll eat other creatures' poop, which is absolutely disgusting, but that's just how it goes. So yeah, so here's this dude. You can feed him. You can feed him some bugs. He can poop out the bugs, and he can eat the bugs that he pooped, and just do that over and over again. So, very cool line. So you have the Grumble, Crumb, Aaaaah, Oblina. So those are the three guys, and then that's sort of their teacher. You have Sproink and Groink. I guess he shoots that out. That's pretty cool. Scarfer, who we have in front of us. Warfel, who I just showed you. And then you have these little guys. They're pretty cool, too. There's Kaluga, Haluga, Poomps, and Splug. Pool of Drool, a Gusher, I've Got Guts, and Putrid Pupil. So, really weird, really bizarre. But a really cool toy line. You also have to be careful here because the product includes magnets and should not be used around items which are sensitive to or affected by magnetic fields. So, don't take it on a plane or attach it to your laptop or whatever. I like the card art, nice, bright, vibrant. I mean, that's kind of what it looked like. You see there's a little bit of, it's die cut kind of in a weird way. I don't know if that's supposed to be like bite marks taken out. I don't know. It's kind of strange. I don't really get that. But now we have Aaaaah, we have Oblina, we have this guy who doesn't really display well, unfortunately. He just kind of, I don't know, hangs out there. This guy does display well. He's got his, oh man, I just spilt it all over. His bugs, his spoon, his bowl. Aaaaah Monsters, Nickelodeon, Hasbro Toys, 1995. Really cool. I'm going to try to find some more. Not easy to find. If you find some, pick them up. Watch the show. It's amazing. And yeah, so there it is. And make sure you eat healthy. I wouldn't recommend recycling. That's kind of disgusting unless you're my dog. But yeah, here we go. Poop.